in verse 2, what God helped me see is, the city is shut down, but the word ain't shut out. Y'all don't have no church with me tonight. I'm really about to lose my mind. I don't know who I'm talking to, because see, it's sometimes in your life when stuff has been shut down, but if you still got a word. Oh my God, I feel like going to church right here. All I need is a word from God. I don't care what's going on in my life. I don't care what kind of things I'm facing. If I got a word, then everything is going to work out. All I need is a word that says all things work together. I'm not preaching to anybody here. There's something about a word. I wish I had about 3 people up in this joint who would go have church with me tonight. It says, I know everything don't look good for me, but one thing I got with me tonight, I got a word in my belly. Because can I tell you something? It's something about that word. For the 5th time tonight, high five your neighbor and say there's something about that word. Because see, it's something about that incorruptible seed. It's something about that word. That word corrects, it cleanses, it confirms, and it convicts. It's something about that word. That word will equip you. It'll energize you. It will enrich you. It will enlarge you. Something about that word. It will shape you. It will shift you. All I need is a word. If I can get one word, and matter of fact, we're going to test it out tonight. If the person on your left and right would just look at you and be able to say this with reality, then all I need is a word. It ought to make them about to lose their mind. You ought to be able to look at them and say, I got a word for you. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not unto your own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him. Won't it, won't it, won't it? I said, won't it, won't it, won't it? Direct your pathway. If you had a real neighbor around you, you would say, all I got is a word. He will do exceedingly, abundantly, above all that you can ask or even think. Oh, I wish you would get away from them. All you need is somebody that's got a word in their belly that said, God is my refuge in the present help, in the time of trouble. All I need is a word. Cast all thy cares upon him, for he cares. It's shut down, but he has a word. I've already given you what's been shut down. But wait, you can't shout yet. Because it's one thing to have a word. But then when you look at verse 3, he says, now, Joshua said, yes, I got a word. But now I got a plan. I'm going to have some church by myself. See, because a lot of us got word, but we ain't got a plan. And see, if you look at the text, look at the text. The Bible says, now that I got a word, he said, now here's what the plan is, children. You shall surround the city. See, that's the plan. All you men of war, go around the city once for 6 days, one time a day. Let me say something. Let me say this. I got to teach this. I got to help somebody. See, if you got the word, you still got to have a plan. And watch this. And you got to have a battle plan. See, because here's where the Christians are messed up. We've been running around saying, I got a word, but we ain't got a plan. And see, there's something you got to understand. See, failure to plan is a plan to fail. See, there are 2 things tonight that I'm going to show you about your plan, and I'm out. First thing you got to understand when you got to have a battle plan, first of all, you got to know your plan. To know your plan, watch this. You can't be guessing. You can't be in the middle of it and try to figure the thing out. You got to, before you go in, you got to already have tactics of how you gonna take the enemy out. Number 1, But then you got to believe your plan. I'm going to say this. At this season of your life, you don't have time to money. You don't have time to talk to no doubters. Let me say this one more time. At this season of your life, you don't have time to talk to no non-believers. But at this season of your life, you got to make sure you got a crazy faith walker. You got to make sure you got somebody on your road right now that's got enough crazy faith to believe that anything can jump off right now. Uh-oh, check them out. Uh-oh, they ain't saying nothing. You got to make sure you're sitting around somebody that says at any given moment now, I might just pop up and just be out of debt at any given moment. Y'all ain't got to say, any given moment now, I might just, any given moment now, God might turn everything around. Are you sitting next to a faith walker? Are you sitting next to somebody that's got stupid faith? Somebody that's got foolish faith? Somebody that says, guess what? God's about to do it right now. In the next 10 seconds,